Hello viewers, welcome you all to another interactive session of Inspiria Industry Insider series. Today we have between us young, energetic and enterprising chartered accountant Sanjay Goyal, who believes in the philosophy of giving the best. He has been practicing CA from last 20 years. Sir has been the chairman of Siliguri branch, Eastern India Regional Council of Institute of Chartered Accountant of India for the year 2014-15. He is currently the secretary of Confederation of Real Estate Developer Association of India, North Bengal, and associated with many various organizations like CII, ICC. He is also a public speaker and have delivered lectures in various organizations, government bodies and to students in orientation program of ICAI. So, hello sir, welcome to Inspiria.
Hello Aarti, thanks for having me here.
So the first question that comes into my mind that why CA Chartered Accountant course is so demanding and what attracts students to such course?
See Aarti, if you look at the Chartered Accountancy course, it is one of those courses which is widely and very much respected in the society. A Chartered Accountant is looked with a lot of degree of respect in the entire society. And if you look at this particular course, anybody who qualifies as a Chartered Accountant, it brings in a lot of opportunities for him. He can either go into the service sector, take up some job somewhere, he can start his own practice, and if at all he feels he is not likely to go into any service sector or not likely to start his own practice, then here is an opportunity for him to start his own business or something. Even in that, his knowledge as a chartered accountant would be of immense help to him. Chartered accountants are per se considered to be a jack of all and master of one. One is the master of finance. So that gives them an added edge compared to the others.
So, sir, there are, if we see back, there weren't many courses of finance, but now there have been many courses like CFI and many other courses. Still, students are more attracted towards chartered accountants. So, is that the basic, what is the basic, why this course is so demanding? Why?
See, if you look at the thing, finance, if you look at finance is the backbone of an economy, and chartered accountants are considered to be the most well equipped in the world of finance. So why more and more students are inclined towards a course like chartered accountancy, as I said you, is because it opens a plethora of opportunities for them. If they get into the service sector, if you look at the top CFOs of most of the listed companies and all, you'll see they are chartered accountants there. If you look at the top consultants across the country in the financial world, you'll find they are chartered accountants. So it brings in a lot of respect, it brings in a lot of opportunities, it gives a lot of development to the students who end up qualifying and becoming chartered accountants.
So if a student wants to go for chartered accountant, what qualities do he possess?
Okay, what qualities he should possess, or what qualities should he be identifying within himself?
Yes.
See, the first and foremost thing that he should be in love with numbers. So his first love should be the numbers. So if he loves numbers and if he has an inclination toward reading, why I say about reading is because if you look at the course, it's more about accounting, which is more about numbers, auditing, taxation, law, and compliances. A lot of reading habit is required from the students nowadays to ensure, because a lot of changes are coming out. Every day you have changes. So somebody should be very inclined in reading and capturing on it. And the third most important thing is that he should believe that he has it in him to become a chartered accountant.
Okay, fine. So he should believe that he can.
If he believes that he can, I'm very sure he will become a chartered.
Okay, sir. So the next question that comes is, now there has been a trend that start early and finish off early. It has been the trend in the CA students, and they start preparing for CA from class 10th. So how does this BBA accountancy, taxation and auditing course will help them to become a chartered accountant?
See, when you look at the curriculum of BBA in ATA, Accounts, Taxation and Audit you are talking about, the curriculum is very supportive for the chartered accountants. If you look, these are the main subjects when somebody is doing a chartered accountancy course also. So there are two ways where a student can get into the chartered accountancy course. One is immediately through the foundation course that we say, and the other is after completing his BCom or BBA, whatever it is. Somebody who is looking to join in a bit later, for him it would be an added advantage to go through this BBA course and get into it. So he'd be getting more used to the subjects that he is going to study and need to be accomplished with.
So, sir, why is articleship? When we talk about CA and we talk about articleship, 3 years articleship. So, why is articleship necessary for the students in this modern financial business world?
See, when the institute designed this entire course of chartered accountancy, from the very first day, articleship has been a very, very integral part of the whole curriculum. And we have always believed that anybody who has strongly and very well, if he has completed his articleship training, he is a person who ends up becoming more equipped when he gets onto the field after completion of the chartered accountancy qualification. So when you look at a particular building, you will see the foundation of that particular building is very important. We are sitting here that the foundation of this building is very important. The building might look very good from outside, it might look colorful, it might look a lot of things. But the whole strength of the building comes from the foundation. And I believe articleship for a chartered accountant student is that particular foundation. If you have a very strong foundation and if you have given the best into that particular element, the entire structure, when you become a chartered accountant, you will be well equipped, you will be able to handle things more properly, you will be able to be more successful. So I believe if any of the students are watching this one, let me tell you, take your articleship very, very, very seriously.
So when it comes, if a student is doing his graduation, when should he opt for the articleship? Should he opt it in the last year, or should he opt it after that?
The entire curriculum has been set. There are levels from which you can opt for the articleship. One should go in for the articleship immediately once he qualifies to get into the articleship level. Okay. The whole curriculum has been designed.
So, I'm talking about the students who are willing to do CA after being graduates. So, what is your suggestion for that students? Do they do articleship in the last year of their graduation, or do they have to do after graduation, once their graduation is completed?
See, the entire curriculum, Aarti, has been designed in a manner where there are levels. Once you cross a particular level, only that after that you are eligible to get into an articleship training.
Okay.
So if you are joining after the BCom, so you will have to enter one of the examinations. Once you clear that particular examination, intermediate levels, group 1, you are eligible to get into the articleship training.
Okay, so they have to clear the intermediate level 1.
Level 1. Yeah.
Okay, then after they can go for the articleship. Okay, so there has been a common saying that failures are the stepping stones to success, and what we see that the students in their final stages are somewhere they do not pass with few marks. What is your suggestion to such students, because it becomes frustrating for the students when he or she doesn't pass for 2-3 times. So what is your suggestion to them? How do they motivate themselves, or do they have to change their way of studying?
See, Aarti, first and foremost, as you said, we see a number of times there are students who don't pass. So for all the students, I want to tell them, don't look at that direction. First of all, try to look at the direction where students have passed and completed their chartered accountancy course. Maybe there you will see a lot of students who have failed or stuck up once or twice. Look at them if you are stuck. These are people who got the obstacles, but at the same time they crossed it. So first and foremost is that understand these two words very well. One is perseverance, The other is patience. And as I said right at the very beginning, if you want to get into the course and if you believe that you can be a chartered accountant, then get into the course. So once you have believed that you can be a chartered accountant, the course is designed in this manner that it is designed to ensure that people become chartered accountants. It's not designed in a manner that to stop people from becoming chartered accountants. Yes, when you get stuck, think over it. Spend some time with yourself. Talk to your mentors. Find out what is going wrong, where it is going wrong. Find a solution to that. Come back and hit more hard. Always give your best to whatever examinations you have. There is no stopping you.
So it proves that failures are the stepping stones to success sometimes.
Absolutely. See, anybody who makes an attempt might fail. If you don't make an attempt, absolutely you are not going to fail. So failures are surely the stepping stones to success.
Yeah, fine, sir. So the last question that I would be asking you, everyone is talking about COVID-19 and the pandemic, and my question is also related with that. How this COVID-19 has affected the education sector, especially the professional education sector, and what are the prospects after this COVID-19?
See, if you look at the impact of COVID in the education sector, I don't think a lot has changed in terms of the views of the students who want to get into a particular course or not. What actually has changed has been the mode of delivering the education. A lot of things have moved into the online thing. A lot of things have moved into more of an visual interaction mode. I think this is very good for the industry, if you look from the perspective. Once we have gone into the virtual mode, I think this is giving an opportunity for the students to maybe take courses, to maybe interact with people. Suppose I am studying in Siliguri. It gives me an opportunity now, because the entire system has been built in such a manner that I can take the help of a very good teacher, tutor, maybe in Bangalore, maybe across. Whatever, suppose an institution is delivering to the students, now the entire thing for that has also changed. Students are more comfort and less stress environment to take up education in a way. So I think a lot of these things will stay. The changes that have come due to COVID are there to stay, and I think this will help. This will help this education industry in a number of ways. And regarding the careers and all, yes, I think a lot of things would move into the web world. A lot of things will move into the digital world. So this had to move. Maybe if it had to move in the next 10 years, due to COVID, now we'll see the movement happening a bit more faster and maybe happening in the next 5 years. So yes, it is a welcome thing, the way that you all as an institution has adopted to these changes which has come on with COVID.
So it was nice talking to you, sir, and thank you, sir, for coming to Inspiria, and thank you once again.
Thank you, Aarti. Thank you for having me here, feeling that I can be present here with you all, and I really loved it. My best wishes to everybody who is watching this, and my best wishes to your institution. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. This was an interactive session with CA Sanjay Goyal. Hope you all enjoyed it. We will be back soon with more episode. Till then, take care. Thank you.